Welcome back. It's been described as Britain's favourite wild mammal. To farmers, though, the badger is anything but, blamed for spreading tuberculosis in cattle at an annual cost of £60 million in England alone. Well, now the government is planning a cull in affected areas, opening up the prospect of a new and bitter countryside battle. Helen Callahan reports.
Badgers may be protected at the moment, but in England that could soon change. They spread tuberculosis to cattle and other animals. The disease is such a serious problem, the government is suggesting allowing farmers to carry out organised culls. John Hoare, a cattle farmer from Gloucestershire, where TB is rife, says controlled shooting under strict conditions is the only way to tackle the disease.
We're convinced that given the right backup by government and through DEFRA, and we organise groups of farmers, and the process of reducing the badger population is carried out to the letter effectively, we're convinced that it will work.
Gloucestershire Wildlife Trust don't want to see culling. They have a very different approach.
What happens in a cull is that the social groups, the groups that badgers live in, are broken up. It's very unusual to be able to kill all the badgers in a social group. That means that some badgers will wander off. If they're ill, if they're carrying TB, they may fight and spread the disease. So rather than containing it, there is a risk that culling makes the problem worse.
What are you doing to solve the problem?
We're voluntarily going to have badgers on our nature reserves inoculated against bovine TB.
And long term, they hope there'll be a vaccine for cattle too. Both say their arguments are backed by science. Although a 10-year study concluded culling would be counterproductive, a review of that same research said it could be beneficial. There'll be much more debate to come if the cull goes ahead. Helen Callahan, ITV News, Gloucestershire.